Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on another team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Golden Bears will put toe to leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So SMU's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Hawk. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away, they did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Golden Bears offense will have its first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today, protect him, keep him up.
Breaks into the open. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up. The lone back's got it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Looking downfield, it's Hawk. Punch it out of the air. That play won't make the highlight reel, except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. And the Mustangs in a good spot here with second and short. They'll leave it with him. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Here's a heat. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try along with. You see this kicker not only needing to generate power, but lining it up from the left hash. A 59-yard try coming. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Man, it would be hard not to continue to feed this guy the rock. He just makes big plays. Last week you saw it, over 100 yards, making big plays already in this football game. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
And how frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cal!
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Texas A&M. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. give to the running back. Finding an escape route. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Snap it to the back. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
They'll give it to him again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball comes to rest right there. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Looking downfield, it's Hawk. Firing deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on second and long. The pull and throw off the RPO.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage, because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Blasted as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks it in at the 40. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looking for space. It's James. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Mustangs are rolling down the field. Off play action on first down. Takes a hit as he fires.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
The Golden Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a man in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Golden Bears are in the hurry up. Looking downfield on first down. Works the middle of the field. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Golden Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Grabs it in the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Right on the money. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably at a field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
They'll run it on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Bear!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Right back to the well. And he's able to shed... Gets a pretty good pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds a spot in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They give it to him again. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Absolute shank. Missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air, it's Hawk. Bringing the heat. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Pulls it in down the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback. But two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance, so you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now.
Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell.
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. To the air, it's Hawk. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him.
Turning it on!
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like... Try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
He's got him. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Man, this is a big moment coming up. That's a big 3rd down stop. Now this offense, you've got one shot. You need a touchdown. What's your go-to pass now? Because it's 4th and a little longer than you would prefer.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Back to pass, it's Hawk. Lets it fly. Touchdown, SMU! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 2 here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 11 to Army.
Going right to work up top.
Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in fourth down territory. It's fourth and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in fourth and short.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. Fourth and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now,
there he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Another nice play by this offense. Man, they put a big drive together when they needed it the most, and they just got to finish this thing off. They finished it off with a touchdown, and they finished with the cherry on the Sunday, but they've done a nice job putting this drive together.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat in second down?
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
They want to dance their way in on third and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now. So take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Cal.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. That was fun, and it was big time. And it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, Dave, and that's a touchdown.